So today I'm going to be doing a recipe video, but it's not going to be a foodie one. It's going to be a stretch mark prevention cream. Now, I used this cream in Leia's pregnancy towards the end, and I did stop getting stretch marks. I did get stretch marks in Leia's pregnancy, or I should say I got stretch mark extensions. Because whether you like it or not, if you have the genes that basically don't promote much skin elasticity, you're probably going to get them, but I think a good attitude, drinking lots of water and moisturizing is probably your best bet when it comes to trying to avoid them getting worse. And this is my third pregnancy. I personally like to take advice from people who have the genetic composition for getting stretch marks than the ones who don't. I swear up and down that this recipe is what kept me from getting heaps amount of stretch marks in Leia's pregnancy. Now, I started getting them in the early parts when I was using oils like coconut oil, jojoba oil, and essential oils mixed together, but I find that oil just kind of rubs off on your clothing a lot easier. It absorbs really quickly and it doesn't really allow a really slow absorption, if you know what I mean. Like, I think that's what you need. And when I started using shea butter, and I was actually using just plain shea butter with Leia's pregnancy, they stopped coming, and it was towards the end of the pregnancy and I just didn't get any more. So I would highly recommend trying either a butter of some sort. Shea butter is my favorite because it's one of the more usable ones. It's just easy to work with. I'm going to be showing you guys how you can make it a little bit more workable so you don't have to like literally take the stick and rub it on your belly, and also give it a little bit of added benefits on top of that. And it's going to be raw. We're not going to be heating this up, and yeah, I hope you guys are excited. So let's go ahead and get started. To start off with our ingredients, you're going to need just about 3 things. You're going to need shea butter, unrefined, mine is by Nysons, and coconut oil, and then some other herby oil of your choice. Another super important tool is a mixer of some sort. Now, mine is actually broken right now. It only works on the highest speed, so this should be interesting. Now it's just time to start adding things to the bowl. Now, all of the measurements for everything will be in the description box of this video. So as you can see, I've got quite a big hunk of shea butter. To make this a little easier, you might want to like split it up into chunks, but I didn't. Next, to soften it up a bit, I'm going to be adding about 2 heaping tablespoons of coconut butter. I actually got this blend of St. John's wort oil from Primavera for Christmas by my mother-in-law, so I really have been enjoying this a lot. So I'm going to be using that as my herbally choice for the mixture. You can use any essential oil of your choice, really. Now all you have to do is start mixing. Like I said, mine is broken, so I am going to be having a really hard time here, as you're going to see. But you just want to start like breaking your beaters into that butter, and then I would prefer, or I would recommend that you just start going on a medium to low speed to start, and then working your way up to a higher speed. But I have had quite an interesting go around. Last time it was not broken, so yeah, have fun. It just takes a lot of muscle, a lot of patience. You just want to keep doing it until most or all of the clumps are gone, and until it is nicely whipped. It just takes muscle and willpower. That's about it. Once it is done, it should look like a whipped cream-like consistency. Just put your finger in there and feel how many lumps are around. If you do feel any, just feel free to go in with those beaters, use a little bit of force again. But I personally don't really mind the lumps, and I will show you in the demonstration why. Alrighty then, guys, here is somewhat what the finished product should look like. Now I'm gonna have to get myself a new mixer. The last time my mixer worked actually a lot better, but this time it didn't really work so good. But this is like such an old mixer, it's like 10 years old or something like that. To make sure there's no lumps, if the lumps bother you, because I think a few is okay because they're pretty easy to work with, like if you're just using it on yourself. But just to make sure it's completely lump free, just make sure to kind of squish it as you mix, and probably mixing medium to high would be better than that because that was just a lot of work to make sure it doesn't go flying everywhere. You know, just a lot of muscle work, but I think it worked out okay for this demonstration. You guys could use so many different methods to turn it into a whip by melting it first, but even if you do double boiling, you will be losing some of the benefits and properties like the vitamin A and E that's inside of there might go away. I think that it's easier this way anyway because I don't have to clean a pot. I can go ahead and demonstrate actually what it looks like as I apply it to my belly. And yes, I have a stretch mark belly, but that's why you guys are here, because you guys want to hear some tips from a stretch mark person. So here's my belly. I am currently 23 weeks actually today. So let's go ahead and show you guys. Here is the consistency. And you just rub it in like that. And like I said, mine's a little bit more lumpy than my last batch, but even if you have the little lumps, just kind of warm them between your fingers. It's still easier than just applying the big stick in my opinion, and you get the added benefits if you want to add essential oils or anything of that sort. Before I go, I thought I'd suggest some essential oils. Now, just so you know, not all essential oils are suitable for pregnancy, so be sure to look it up before you decide. Generally, things like lavender and orange, like things that are just sort of what you would probably have in your house anyway on hand, are perfectly safe. Definitely stay away from clary sage. I have seen that stuff work in action in labor, and seriously, that stuff is freaking amazing. But anyways, that's a whole other video. Excuse the breakouts. This pregnancy has just got a whole other set of hormones that I am just learning to work with. I will see you guys in my next one.